It's Thursday, August 29th, and we are back in Algonquin Park. We're here for 2 nights, and we're standing on the shores of Lake Opeongo. And we chose Opeongo for a couple of reasons. First, Mason tore his ACL on my last canoe trip on my King's Coat video. So he's had surgery and he's on the mend. We didn't want to put him through any portages, but we still wanted a remote camping experience. So we brought the freighter canoe with the 4 horsepower, and we are heading all the way to the end of the East Bay in Lake Opeongo. And our goal is to reach Deadman's Bay and explore some of the lakes surrounding it. Slot Lake and another lake, I forget what it's called. So right now we're gonna hop in the boat, make our way up to the East Bay and see if we can't find a campsite that's accessible for Mason with the beach. And then from there, we'll be doing our exploring. So that's where we're at, around 10:40 right now. And we wanna hit this lake before the wind comes up. So are you ready? All right, off we go. We've been at the campsite for a few hours now, and gosh, it didn't take us much more than an hour to get here from the put-in. And where we are now is on Opeongo Island. We're on a south-facing campsite with a remarkable beach, tent pads, picnic table, fire pit. It's just a fantastic site. We couldn't pass it up. The plan was to go to Deadman Bay, but I've read online that campsite has some elevation to it, and I'm trying to take it easy on Mason's knees. So the plan instead is to head out there tomorrow and explore it using this campsite as a base camp. And right now, just Viv's crashed in the tent and coming up on 4 p.m., I guess. So I'll be getting started on dinner soon and then probably fairly early to bed so we can get an early start tomorrow. So that's the plan. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go... Mouse. I'm just going to go finish up what's in my cup and wait for Viv to wake up from her nap. How are Mason steaks coming along, babe?
Oh, cooking.
Is one done?
Yep.
All right, babe, you gonna barbecue that up?
I certainly am.
Oh, I like the look of that.
Cheers.
Good morning from day 2, and it's around 7:30 right now. We were in the tent last night by probably around 10:30 or so. We had a magnificent fire last night and took in some of the stars. I mean, there was just as many stars as you've ever seen in the sky last night. It was so clear. But it's obvious that summer is coming to an end. Nights are getting colder, and I probably should have put some socks on last night, so it was a bit of a chill. Anyway, we're about to hop in the boat and make our way up to Deadman Bay, and if possible, explore Slot Lake to the northeast of there. So that's the plan, and I'm going to go get coffee number 2 in my belly, and then we're going to hop in the boat and make our way. Good morning, Mason. Are you excited to visit Deadman Bay? Are you excited? And we've arrived at the entrance to Deadman Bay. Woot woot! All right. Help me keep an eye out for rocks and logs and all the rest. This is new territory. We have made it to Deadman Bay, and this bay is still clouded in mist along the eastern side of it. And it is very quiet in this bay right now. You can literally hear the drips off your paddle. Going to head over to the North Shore and see if we can locate the campsite. And then see if we can make our ways into Trap and Slot Lake. Looks like the site right there, doesn't it? Like some steps.
Yeah.
I don't see a sign, do you? Huh. We'll pull up the motor and start paddling soon as we get closer to what's ahead. a little oozy through here. Now, it looks like we could do a path over to the right. No wonder they call it Trap Lake. You get trapped on these floating mud bogs just trying to get there. I think you're right. I think we might be okay through here. Go to the right. I think we can get through. I don't know what we get for our efforts, but I think we can get through. That's open water ahead, is it not?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a beaver dam. It's a beaver dam, that's what it is. Stretching right across.
Can we even pass the beaver dam?
No, we won't be able to get over that unless we get out and lift. But let's paddle up to it. I guess that's where Slot Lake begins and Trap Lake ends. Maybe we can get a little bit closer, see if we can take a close-up. Like I see where a canoe's gone through there before. Let's see if we can't make our way to the dam and take a look at it. Well, it looks like this is the end of the line. Slot Lake is just being held back by that beaver dam, and I don't think I feel like portaging around or lifting over today with Mason. So, looks like this is the end of the line, but Slot Lake looks cute. Trap Lake, cute in its own way. Well, that was a fun trip into Trap Lake. It turns out it wasn't much more than a lily pad bog, but still a lot of fun to visit, and at least we got a peek at Slot Lake, the lake that was on the other side of the beaver dam, even if we chose not to scale the dam and paddle into the next lake. So the plan now is to exit Deadman's Bay, which we're now back on, and I think we're going to head back to our campsite by circumnavigating the west side of Opeongo Island, an area which we have not been to before. So we're going to take off now and get started on that.
one on the side for you?
Can't believe how windy it is now compared to the dead calm it was this morning, and it all changed in about 5 minutes.
We're so lucky we left when we did.
It has been a gusty afternoon here on Opeongo Island. Ever since we made our way back from Deadman Bay, it's been really windy, and not just windy but gusty. So not the kind of weather you want to head out, in the canoe. But we don't need to. We're here at the campsite. Viv's napping. I'll join her shortly, and then the plan is to get up whenever, make dinner whenever, and enjoy a campfire tonight, and then pack up early tomorrow and head on our way before any possible wind comes up. So that's the plan. Mason's already snoozing. So's Viv. I think I'm going to go join her. The sun's been a lot today, but what a glorious day to just sit and stare out at a lake. Just the perfect body temperature. You know, you don't need pants. You can get away with shorts, but you probably want long sleeves. Just kind of that late summer feeling. So I can't complain at all. Anyway, that's it for me for now, and we'll see what happens later. Vivian and I woke up from our nap extremely hungry, and instead of making dinner, spaghetti and meatballs, we ended up just eating our lunch, tuna fish sandwiches, and that was great. Didn't require any cooking, and that's okay because the wind coming off the lake, although not as strong as it was this afternoon, is incredibly strong. In fact, I wouldn't have wanted to be out paddling in it this afternoon, but just now we did see 2 canoe parties make their way into the bay riding this tailwind, and they're heading further up lake looking for a site. Anyway, the rest of this evening for us is just going to be chilling out around the campfire and then an early to bed, because we want to get an early start tomorrow back to the truck, as I believe strong winds are in the forecast tomorrow, and we're at the far north end of the lake, so we don't want to get stuck here. So that's it for now. I'm going to go saw some wood and get this fire lit and get something in my glass. Well, that plan didn't work out as intended. We were supposed to have a fire, cut all the wood, and then just as we're about to light it, the rains come. So now we're under the tarp and hoping for clearer skies in the next while so we can get a flame going. But it looks like the rain could be here to stay for the night. The rain that started after our dinner last night at about 8 p.m. didn't let up at all, and it rained until about 6 a.m. this morning, which was right around the time that I got up. So it's nice to get up to no rain. Everything's wet, and the day I think is still figuring out whether it wants to be stormy or be sunny, but we're going to press off in the next hour or so, around 8 o'clock now. And Mason's just getting fed, and then after that we've got to bail out the canoe and then pack stuff up and start making our way back to the put-in. So that's the plan. This is coffee number 2. Viv's on coffee number 1, so I'm going to get started on coffee number 2 for her, and then we're going to get packing up. Well, that's a wrap for us. It's Saturday morning, and today's the day that we're heading back. But what a fantastic trip this was. I'd always wanted to come to the north end of this lake, and I'd been to the East Arm only once before, about 12 years ago. So it was great to come up here and explore. And Deadman Bay was a lot of fun, as was Trap Lake.
Yeah, Trap Lake was like out of a fairy tale book. It was spectacular. It was calm, and it was so enriched with lily pads and lilies. There was even a beaver dam, and it really lived up to the name, Trap.
Yeah, it did live up to the name, because we couldn't get over to Slot Lake because of that beaver dam. Well, without a portage, which looked awkward at the time, so we took a pass. And the only thing really missing was a moose. But we saw seagulls, we saw loons, we saw a frog. And I think that pretty much covers it. So, end of summer in Algonquin, the pickings are a little slim. Anyway, that's it for us. We're going to hop on the boat and make our way back now before the wind picks up, although it looks like we're about 5 minutes too late for that. Anyway, thank you for coming along. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.